Good morning to ya. So it takes a little while to make these videos, so I'm doing a mini lesson. I want to keep it under the time, so I'm doing my normal thing here. You know what that means. Only the back 2 rows. Come on, hurry up. We're going to practice this at lunchtime if you can't do it in 45 seconds or less. Come on, quickly, quietly, and safely. Doesn't it feel just like the real thing? So I'm going to show you the TP, and then I'll show you from yesterday, or actually it was Friday, then today's TP, and I'm going to show you how to do an example, and then you're going to do an example, and then you're going to turn it in, or you can post it so other people can see. Now yesterday, Jolene posted a very awesome song where she played the guitar, and I just was blown away by how talented she is. So don't be afraid to post your paragraph. It's really helpful. And if other people can see what you're doing, especially if you got the hang of it and you know what we're talking about, it makes it really valuable. So I'm going to show you tomorrow, yesterday's 4-3 TP, the last TP, today's TP. I'm going to show you my example. You're going to do it. Then you got 25 minutes of writing time where I want you to time yourself, and you're just spending the time doing the work in sacred writing time, just like we always do. And here is the TPs. So in our last TP, we did a literary essay. Also, we've been working on literary essays. It's about what a character is actually doing in the story that shows how the character is changing. That was our last one. And we're going to build on that one today by talking about not only what they're doing, but why is that important? Why did the author put that in there? Today's teaching point is writers of literary essays make effective paragraphs by citing the text evidence, which is what we did last time, and then giving a reason why that evidence is important. That makes it golden. Here's my example of using text evidence and the reason why that text evidence backs up your claim. So I have in this first paragraph, it's my intro, but I didn't do the whole introduction because that wasn't my point. My point was to show you the body paragraph, and these are directions. So this is the main thing that we want to see. In Sometimes a Dream Needs a Push by Walter Dean Myers, the author has the father doing certain things to show how he changes over time. And then I said, I'm not going to finish this. So I wanted you to see my claim, and that's where you put it in the introduction. So what you're going to do is the same type of thing, but with the lightning thief. So this is my example to help you. In the first basketball game, Jim Blair was present while his son, Chris, played in a wheelchair. He stood off to the side and read the newspaper. This is important. Okay, I don't hear anybody. This is important. Thank you, Raina, because it shows all that he is this interested in basketball in a wheelchair. After all, see that transition word? He played professional ball on a professional team. However, another transition word. The following day, he called the coach and was at the next practice. He went from detached to being involved. So in this one paragraph, I gave you what he was doing, his actions, in other words. He was reading the newspaper. Whenever your dad's reading the newspaper and you want him to pay attention to you, that sends a message. And I know how that feels. And then this is important because it shows that he's disinterested. So his actions are showing his disinterest. And then maybe it's because he played professional basketball and he doesn't feel like this is real basketball because his son's in a wheelchair. However, he makes a phone call to the coach. So he's interested in something. We don't know quite what yet, but now he was gone from detached to being involved. In the other body paragraphs I would write, I would include how he continues to be involved to the point where he actually starts coaching the team. And it becomes really fun to see how he's changed over time as a father. And that is the example for today's TP. And I hope you like it. Thank you. Keep reading it and reread little parts as you need to help you.
So now you're going to go off and do this work, and it doesn't matter like what time you do it. That's kind of one of the things we can be thankful for about this stay-at-home learning, is that you can try to manage your own time, which is good for some of you, and for some of you it's going to be what hurts you. And so you got to be disciplined. Set your timer for 25 minutes, draft out a paragraph for the Lightning Thief, any character you want to. You may be doing that character for your masterpiece, and that's totally okay. And just keep practicing the writing. The point of writing and what we're doing with the teaching points is to actually practice it. So if you're not practicing what we do, then first of all, it's not going to show up in your writing and show up in Power School. And remember, we're all putting stuff in Power School. So the assignments that let's say you're confused on what assignments I'm giving you or the science teacher's giving you, cross over to Power School, double check what columns do we have. And if you're seeing a column and you haven't done that assignment, then do that assignment. Everything's going to be considered no due dates, but I'm going to put due dates on Google Classroom so it shows up in a little square in the top left-hand corner as kind of like a handy list of things to do, but I'm only going to put the current date. So I'm going to put the date that I assign it, and it's not considered a due date. Please help send the message on that. If you guys are having questions about stuff like that, and Google Classroom is a place to pose your question, and Miss O'Mara has a site where she has all 6th grade can sign in. I'm going to do the same thing. So if there's questions about any assignment, you could go to that one place and post a question, and then either I'll answer or somebody else will answer. So use each other as resources, and don't forget I have the haiku page as a resource. If I remember to post it, it'll be hanging up on the green screen behind me. Remember, we've got the argumentative page in writing. Have a fabulous day, and work hard and act like you are somebody.